Hey everybody, it's Tony the Blacksmithing Gamer, and here we do everything from blacksmithing to 3D printing to bring the things inside the video games into the real world. This week we're making something from Hades, specifically the Stygian Blade. Let's get started. I'll show you how we made it. So I got the hilt all printed here. I got the handle printed as well. I might reprint that, make it a little bit longer, because right now it's like going to about halfway through my hand. So I might redesign that, make it a little longer. That being said, I also feel the blade could probably be a little bit bigger too. I'm printing mine at about 1000% scale. If you haven't been following me, if this is your first video, I've always had trouble with the sizing of my models. But that being said, if you want it bigger, just print it bigger than 1000. So as long as your 3D printer can handle it, should be fine. Let's print up the rest of the blade, get to putting it all together. Alright, so we're back in the shop. We have all the pieces of the Stygian Blade printed. So we got the blade portion number 2, we got the hilt, front, and the handle. Handle's a little short. I think I might make it a little longer for the final design, just for you guys. I'm going to keep it as is, just so I can get everything together and paint it in time for Sunday, and that way I could get the video up for you guys. But just FYI, the original one that I made is a little short. I'll probably make it a bit longer, but let's get all the support material off these guys and start using my 2-part epoxy to glue everything together, and then we'll be off to the paint. Let's get going. couple things to note. I realized a little bit late that I had completely forgotten this from last year. I don't know why I forgot it, but the epoxy that I use, at least, has a lot of trouble curing in the cold, and it's temperature's starting to drop. Winter is coming, and I had to wait a particularly long time for the epoxy to cure on this. Eventually, I just went into heat into the house, and finally it cured properly. So mental note, if you guys are having trouble with your epoxy curing and it's cold and because it's winter, go into the heat your workplace or whatever, and that way it'll actually cure properly, unlike what this guy was doing. So anyway, let's get to doing some paint. The first coat of paint on. Let's get the rest of the details on there. Ready to go. We got it mostly painted. Actually, it's pretty much all painted. Just waiting for the paint to dry, and I will add a little bit of leather to the handle and give it some clear. Actually, I should probably add the clear coat and then add the leather to the handle. That way I'm not spraying the leather with clear coat. So I'm going to take this back to the shop, give it some clear coat, and then once that's all dry, put on the leather handle. Let's get to it. So we got the blade all painted and clear coated. It's dried overnight. I'm just going to put on the handle, the leather wrap for the handle. So let's get to that. So a few things about the Stygian Blade today. I did make the handle a little bit short. I think I'll extend that before I upload the files there for you. If you don't know, I upload all my files for free down in the link in the description below. It did come in 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. I put a hole through the center, so if you have a dowel or anything and you 3D print your own, you could just put a dowel or something in there to connect all the pieces if you wanted to. It does have two different sides, the front and the back. Obviously the front has the face, back has the back of the head of the skull here. I'm not 100% sure on the markings on the blade here. if they're accurate. A lot of the concept art and a lot of the art that I saw in game, they weren't overly clear on what these were. They were almost conflicting on some of the pictures. So I did the best I could with what I had, but I inset the different colors for the grays here. Obviously this is only one of the aspects that I put on, but if you want other ones, you know, you could always paint it different schemes, different colors, whatever you like. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button down there below. Otherwise, feel free to follow me on any of these social media websites, and you can get daily updates on the projects I'm working on. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tony, the Blacksmithing Gamer, where every week we're making things from the games we love.